Yo, what's up everybody? How is it going? Today we're playing Legion TD, which is a classic game mode, a game that's been around forever, that keeps getting remade and re-uploaded and updated and patched by different people, turned into different mods in different mod platforms. It's just something that's been around forever, since Warcraft 3, since probably even earlier than that, and it's always been a lot of fun. What is Legion TD? Well, we're going to have a look at that in a little bit. First, let me say though, it's exactly what you expect. So if you already know how Legion TD works, then this is not going to teach you anything new, but we're still going to have some fun playing it, right? I really like this mod, in case you can't tell. Thank you very much to Chaos Code for getting us a new updated version in Dota 2. And let's get into the games. So here we are. The first thing we get to do is we get to choose whether or not we want to play All Pick or All Profit. All Profit means everybody has random units they can build. We're going to go ahead and go with All Pick. Now you have a bunch of different races, right? And each of them has their own style, and their own units, and their own things, right? I'm still gonna go Profit though, because it sounds kind of fun. So with Profit, we get random units, right? And then you can see down here are our units, and the round 1 starts in 50 seconds. So we can now build some stuff. So we can deploy a Footman, or PV, or Wanderer, Tree of Travel, Druid, Seer of Darkness. We have 300 gold. So let's maybe start by deploying a Footman. So we have built a Footman now. This is 1 unit down. We can upgrade this guy if we want to, or we have more money, so I could build another Footman. And then let's say I have 140 gold, so we could then go and build a Tree of Travel. Here we go. We spend all of our money. So here we have an army of units now. Now, this is a tower defense in the way that we build towers, but it's not really a classic tower defense. Instead, units just kind of come running at us. They are, they're going to spawn up here and they're going to just like come running at us like that. And then our units come to life. And our units start running at them and try to kill them. Now I'm going to go ahead and do something really quick that I will explain in a moment. But this is actually really important. But you can see our units are fighting them now. And our allies are fighting units as well. And, you know, kind of everybody tries to beat them as best as they can. Now, if somebody defeats their wave, somebody wins their wave, well, then what happens is the units walk up here, which then teleports them into the center of the map like this. And if they don't, then this is what happens, where they leak, and then your remaining units walk down this center lane, and then eventually they will attack the king back here, which is your kind of like base. And if that dies, then you lose the game. Now that gave us money. Clearing out the creeps gave us money, which is very good. We've got 118 gold, and we can use that money for a variety of different things. One of the things we might want to use it for is lumber production. So you can see in the bottom right corner, we have a bunch of resources. We have gold, we have lumber, and we have food. Food is not that relevant yet. We'll talk about that once it becomes relevant. Gold is used for building units. Pretty straightforward, right? So I can say, okay, we have our units down. Let me actually just build another Tree of Travel, or whatever. There you go. Got another one of these dudes. All right, so here are my units. But what I can also do is I can increase my lumber production. Now this right here, this building allows us to do that. What can we do with lumber? Well, lumber allows us to buy units here. These units will then be added to our opponent's waves. So we're directly sending units to our opponents that they then have to kill. But what these units also do is they increase our income. You can see that in the top right corner, where I have got an income of 6, Sunrise has an income of 7, and so on. A higher income means that we will be getting more money every round. That's what income is. Now, we can increase how much lumber we get by buying lumber workers and upgrading the chainsaw. And this costs gold and lumber. Right, so I can come in here and say, all right, I want to upgrade my lumber production. That way I have more units that I can buy here. And the more units I can buy here, the more income I have. And the more income I have, the more gold I have, which means I can buy more lumber. And I think you get it. Right? Gives me more units, gives me more production in general. Now, we were able to hold off this wave very nicely, which is great. So I think we can be a little bit greedy here and just get another upgrade into our lumber. And that allows us to then just kind of go with that. And we want to always be spamming these. Now you can see here how much income they add. And there's certain units that basically they are more powerful, but they have a worse income ratio, or units that are very efficient in how much income they give. right? This guy is 20 gold and gives an income of 1, which is really the gold standard. That's what we're looking for. But you can see this guy, for example, costs 60 gold and also only adds an income of 2. So it's actually a worse ratio than this or these right here. But it is more powerful. So you kind of have to pick there. Anyway, let's have a look at how this wave goes. It's actually looking a little bad. We might be leaking here. Yep. Now, why might we be leaking? Why would this happen? Why would we be leaking and our allies aren't? Even though we haven't really invested that much more money into Lumber, we weren't that greedy. That's because of damage types. So you can see this guy right here has an attack type normal and a armor type medium. And you can see all of the damage distribution, where so normal deals more damage against medium armor, but less damage against heavy armor, even less damage against fortified armor, and so on. Right, and medium armor takes less damage from magic attacks, but takes more damage from normal attacks. The point being is different units have different damage types, and those different damage types matter. So if we look at our units here, we can see that this was a medium unit, and this is also a medium unit. So our opponents had medium attack type, or normal attack type, so our units were weaker against that. So ideally we want to try and find units that are maybe not medium armor, but doesn't seem we have any. What about this dude? Nope, also medium. Okay, that's bad. So that's kind of bad. We're not super happy about that. Let's upgrade this. Why not? Let's go and upgrade one of our units. Generally, upgrading is really efficient. You get a lot of value out of that. So we have built this one now, which slows nearby enemies' movement speed, which is not that useful. But he looks cool. I like him. I don't know. That's got to count for something, right? So what are these? So these have armor type heavy and attack type pierce, which deals less damage to medium armor. So you can see our units are performing a lot better here. Damage types really matter. They make a big difference and are something that you need to kind of keep in mind. So ideally you want to build your lineup in a way that it has a variety of damage types that kind of cover each other's weaknesses. Which currently we don't. Now we're playing Rubik, so it's difficult because we really, have only access to so many units. What about this one? It's also medium armor. So everything except for the Druid is medium armor. So that's bad. What we can do is we can re-roll. So we're going to re-roll our units and hope we get something a bit better. Fortified armor, heavy armor, medium armor, light armor, heavy armor, no armor. Let's go and build some of these. That way we have something that can kind of help defend us a bit. And we also want to probably upgrade the chainsaw a little bit, so we have that defensive measure. Now, talking about defensive measures, we can do a few more things. We can upgrade the king. Oh, sorry, it's not a defensive measure, but so we have more income. Sorry. Okay, we can upgrade this dude into a pulverizer. Why not? So we have a unit now that has heavy armor. So that's going to mean that the unit is a bit stronger against the medium attacks. Anyway, I'm going to go and upgrade my chainsaw, which increases my income again. And what we can also do with our income is we can increase the power of our king. So we can make our king more powerful. Another defensive measure we can take is we can use Holy Light, which restores our king's HP by 10,000, which is very nice. But we can only use it once per player. So we get 4 per team. Oh, this wave is brutal. What are these? They are magic. So medium armor is pretty good against magic, so we don't actually take that much damage from these. These are tricky because of the way they group up, which makes them very, very dangerous. They can get all of their attacks in at the same time. But I think we might be able to defend against this. Yeah. This mode is hard. I don't know if you caught on to that yet, but clearing all of the waves out every round is just genuinely tricky. Like, you have to really try, you have to actively build, you can't be too greedy with getting income. You just need to be careful there. Units also give bounty. Yeah, the units that you send over to the enemies do give bounties, but it's not very much, right? Like, you send over a unit, they kill it, they get like 2 gold from it, but you have permanent 2 gold income every round. Like, you just get more out of it. Okay, well, what do we want to do? I think we can try to upgrade into one of these. Got 69 damage. Why not? Ability defense. While defense is active, this unit takes only 65% of the damage from piercing attacks and movement speed is reduced. So now we are in defense mode. Sure, why not? Let's go ahead and upgrade our lumber worker again so we can keep our income going. That's actually important. That's a long-term thing that we have to do. We don't want to be too greedy with it, but we do need to make sure that we're upgrading our lumber so that we have long-term income capabilities there. Alright, what is this? This is Siege and Fortified. Siege deals less damage to medium armor, and Fortified takes less damage from normal attacks. That's not too great. But we do have this dude who is also Siege, which I think does more damage to Fortified. Yeah. Alright, I think we'll be fine here. Also, this guy is actually pretty strong. Look at him. Well, I'm pretty happy about how that one is turning out. So we should be able to get one more upgrade here. And then also be able to build another unit in the next round. Or upgrade something. That's kind of my golden rule. I like to make sure that we are getting a substantial power increase every round. And ideally get one income increase. Now, I don't know if that's ideal. Don't ask me. Like, I cannot tell you if this is the perfect best strategy. But that's just how I like to play, right? Like, I like to get an income increase after we've stabilized in the early game. And then, you know, kind of like make sure we get that regularly, as well as also making sure that we are constantly building and upgrading stuff so that we don't fall behind. We can also reroll again if we want to, but I don't really want to. I want to see if we can maybe build some of these. We probably need to get something that's good against magic. Okay, we've got 190 gold. You have attack range 100, so you are melee. Just a little weird, I guess. I'm gonna get this guy. He's got heal. Why not? Get a healer down, right? That seems useful. And we can also build another lumber worker. Now this is greedy. This round we upgraded 2 lumber workers. But that's okay. We'll leave it at that, and then maybe we can upgrade into this guy, who has got greater heal. I mean, healing seems nice. Healing seems really good. 8 mana? I mean, he's only got 10 mana, but 130 heal is pretty decent. So piercing. Ah, that's good. We have one unit that's very nice against piercing. Alright, use your heal. Why are you not using the heal? There we go. Okay, so problem. The dude isn't using the heal. Leave a thumbs up, or I'm gonna get even closer. Alright, I had high hopes for this guy, but I was let down. So now we're leaking, that's bad. The game is hard. We did need to build more stuff. As I said, last round was a little bit greedy, but, well, didn't quite work out too well for us. Piercing is good against what type of armor? It is good against light, reasonable against medium. Alright, it feels like it... That wasn't the problem here. That wasn't the problem there. I guess this wave is just kind of hard. Again, game is tricky. This game is just intense. The waves are difficult. See right here, this king? Damn. Is the game over? They can heal. I don't think the game is gonna be over here, but you can see how quickly the king dies. It's mostly, I think what makes these units so strong... Oh, make sure you heal. There you go. What makes these units so strong is that they group up very tightly. They have a small model size, so they can group up very tightly, and so you can have a lot of them attacking at the same time. That's like... Ooh, come on. Oh, wow, that's it. Well, we won. Okay. So, but yeah, I guess that kind of goes to prove the point. The game is difficult, right? Like, it can end really quickly, and you just kind of have to get kind of a bit of a good grasp of how it works. Let's just get into a second match. So, this time around we're doing all profit. Because, you know, it's there. Anyway, we have 300 starting gold, which is quite a lot. We get Zombie, Overseer, Footman, Steamroller, Ogre Basher, and Tuskar. I am very curious about this zombie, dude. But let's maybe start out by building a footman and immediately upgrading into a guard, just so we have that. And then we can put some tusks in front of that. Look at that. Look at my guys. I will summon a Velp over there, why not? Yeah, we have 100 immediate lumber there. So, what are these guys? Tuskar Spearmen. They have Ice Spear. Pierce attack, medium armor. Interesting. And we can make this guy move a bit slower. Normal, medium. Then medium magic attack. That's very good. Medium armor, normal attack. Siege attack, fortified armor. So, we are kind of looking a bit grim. Oh, we have the Ogre Basher actually. That is heavy armor. So, alright. Alright, let's get some Ogre Bashers down. This time around, I'm gonna really try to make sure we don't leak at all. I don't like that. I don't like that we leaked a little bit in that last game. I don't feel too good about it. It wouldn't have been a big deal because even if my teammates couldn't have, had leaked too, our king had enough HP and also it wasn't that much a leak, but, you know, still doesn't feel great. Okay. This guy is super good. It's mostly just because he attacks so quickly, right? The really, really, really high attack speed goes such a long way, doesn't it? Okay, kind of crazy. Sick. So, we have 120 gold. We can upgrade one of these. And then also get ourselves a lumber worker. I think we'll be fine. Ice Spear adds 20 cold damage to each attack, slowing the target enemy unit's movement by 60%. I don't know how I feel about this. There's a lot of upgrades that slow enemy movement speed for some reason, which is very strange. Can you reposition your units? No, you can't. They are stuck wherever you put them. But yeah, it's very strange that there's a bunch of upgrades that allow you to slow enemy movement speed, because that's not useful. Right? Like, what's the point of that? I don't know. I don't really see it. But, well, there it is. Unarmored and attack type normal. I mean, luckily we have this dragon. God, these Dragonites are so sick. Absolute lad. Good, good, good. 130 gold. With 130 gold, we can probably build an Overseer or maybe get some of these Bashers. I'm trying to build a bit more wide this time around. Before, I just built a few individual units that were strong, but I think this time around I'm going to go ahead and just build a variety of different units that are all hopefully going to be powerful. At least that's the plan. Whether or not that's going to work out, we'll see. Now, I love that Dragonite. I feel like if we can build a few more of those, it's extra good because it's a normal unit that is practically immune to piercing attacks. Alright, like, he's just really bulky if it comes to that. Alright, let's build some of these. These are 105 gold to upgrade. I don't have enough for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade one of these again. So we have a bit of a lineup here. This dude is a bit slower anyway. Maybe I should not place it like this. He's not ranged. Maybe not ideal, but that's okay. You can chill there. Yeah, it's a decent distance to the enemies, so they will kind of split up anyway. And since he's slower, it'll take him a while to get there. I could put him outside of the guard stance, but I don't know if that's necessarily ideal. Because I don't know when the piercing rounds are. So, I don't want to accidentally end up with him outside of the guard stance when he needs to be in it. This was the Scorpion round from earlier. I think we're gonna make it this time. Like, it's just the Dragonite left, but the Dragonite is quite strong. I have faith. Yeah, we're fine. We have enough gold to get another upgrade, I think. Now, whenever we get one of these upgrades, that takes food. Right, and whenever we build a unit, they have a food cost. This dude, for example, food cost 1. This one got a food cost of 2, though. Alright, so different units have different food costs. And we can increase how much food we have by upgrading the farm here. So we can increase how many units we can build and so on. Which is important, but it doesn't immediately matter for the early game because, well, you don't have enough money for it to really matter, do you? Let's get ourselves an Ogre Pulverizer. Why not? I'm gonna save up for 60, I'm gonna save up 60 so I can get the chainsaw upgrade here. That way we are going both ways and we are maximizing our lumber production, hopefully. Oh shit, I just spent a bunch of lumber. That was stupid. Alright, that was not ideal. That's not really what I meant to do there. But you know what? That's okay. Not a huge deal. Still need to upgrade this dude. Still need to upgrade this dude. These guys are piercing. Haha! We are pretty much immune to piercing because this fella here, he is a piercing killer. Look at him go. Ah, they are a little ranged now. That's actually a really big deal. That's actually a really, really big deal. Ranged units are much easier to get use out of than melee units. Okay, we're having some leaks. No big deal. No big deal. We'll make sure that we take care of that, right? Yeah, Orange Monkey went very greedy on the lumber production. But then you fall behind, right? Because you don't kill all of your units. Now you're missing money. It's hard. You don't want to mess up like that. From what I remember from having played this mode before is that sometimes you can do funky stuff, like just having a player not build any towers and entirely go for income, where you just upgrade your production. But a bit difficult to really make that work. Alright, we'll upgrade this and we will upgrade this one. So I like our lineup now. Positioning is kind of shit, but that's okay. Our positioning is not great, I'll be completely honest. But the good news is that I think our units are strong. We have a nice coverage of damage types. And now we can probably build an Overseer. That one is a ranged unit, so hopefully that will work out well for us. And I would like the zombie. That sounds fun. He's kind of expensive. I would like this dude too, who is also kind of fun, but also very expensive. 300 gold. These high cost units tend to be really strong, as you might expect. Okay, good. I hope, but I think we'll be okay. Yes, very nice. Oh, I'm so happy. These hawks are usually very difficult. It seems that going wide as opposed to tall is better. In case you aren't familiar, generally speaking, in kind of strategy games, going wide means you build a lot of units, while going tall means you build powerful units. Oftentimes you're given the choice between the two, right? And it's like difficult. Which one do you actually want to go? But we're gonna go wide. That seems to be working. I think I can upgrade one of these here. And then get the chainsaw upgrade afterwards. And I hopefully still have enough money for a zombie. No, I do not. I'm gonna build the zombie anyway. So what does he do? Infectious disease. Reduces damage of nearby enemy units by 5% stackable. Ooh, that is spicy. And what's this? Deploy the Butcher. The Butcher. Very good. Plague Cloud. Is this the same ability? No, Disease Cloud. And then Lifesteal. Medium Armor. I don't know if I feel super good about necessarily rushing that one. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get another lumber worker. I'm gonna be a bit greedy right now, but I feel sort of confident. I'm not sure if that's right. 5% damage reduction? If I get like a whole bunch of these. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking too, Dr. Teaspoon. What if I build 20 zombies? Maybe the radius is small? Oh, the radius is really small. Look at that, it's tiny. So, no, we will not be able to just build 20 zombies and have 100% damage reduction. I mean, kind of, I guess, but probably not a good idea. Because it would require everything to be very grouped up. Yeah, maybe with the Putch that'll be easier. Because I assume that the Putch's aura is just going to be an upgraded version of it. And maybe if you get a bunch of Putch stacked up, that might work. But for now, you know, we're just chilling. Our income is looking pretty good, I think. We've got 140 gold, which is nice. That's how much I was hoping for. Well, just about in that range. Because now we can build an Overseer, so we have some magic damage. And we can potentially upgrade this dude if we want to. What is this? Bloodthirst. Nearby friendly melee units gain 9% lifesteal. Ooh! That seems good. That seems really nice. Particularly because this dude is also going to have lifesteal. Alright, feeling optimistic here. I like this game, by the way, in case you can't tell. I'm a big fan of tower defenses. Legion TD is a classic, so I've always really enjoyed this one. I know that there's kind of a standalone version of it too, Legion TD 2. I have played that one before on stream, but I didn't find it to be that appealing. If I may just say so. I don't know, it's been a little bit, so maybe the game is different now. Right, I haven't tried it recently. But when I tried it, it really just felt like exactly Legion TD. Which you might say is a good thing, but I would say is, well, why would I bother playing it then? I could just play it in like Dota or in StarCraft where it has a player base kind of thing, right? Like I feel like if you're gonna make it a standalone game, you should try to invigorate it in some sort of way. Make it a little bit more than it was. And I didn't really get that feeling from the standalone Legion TD, if I'm honest. Okay, so we're having some leaks. The good news is we defended against this wave. This wave was tough earlier, but this time around we dealt with it nicely. So I feel really, really good about that. And I think we might even be able to defend all of the leaks. No, not all of them. Oh, maybe. No, not all of them. Maybe? No, not all of them. But very close, very close. Oh, I feel pretty good about that. I mean, we defended like the majority of the leaks. Alright, let's upgrade this. And then we are gonna be able to get ourselves the Butcher. There he is. So what does this guy do? Reduces damage of nearby units by 10%. Okay, and lifesteal, he has 20% lifesteal. So if I just get like a bunch of Butchers, like, I feel like I can reasonably fit 3 Butchers in there. And then that should, in theory, actually result in us having a huge amount of damage reduction, right? Interesting. The radius is still tiny, but it is 10%. So, you know, if you get like 3 Butchers, you can like stack them up a little bit. I don't know, it feels reasonable. Feels possible. Alright. There's these guys. These are ranged units. Ranged units are always scary because they have a better concave. Meaning they are more able to position themselves in a way that all of them are attacking at the same time. And that's generally a huge advantage. But we're clearing things out without a problem. Very nice, very nice. Let's grab... I kind of want to upgrade the chainsaw again. So the most upgrades we can get with the lumber workers is 7. We cannot have more than 7. That's just, for some reason, the cap there. So we are closing in on that. And at that point, the only thing we can upgrade is the chainsaw. I'm going to get that upgrade right now. And we will go ahead and get another lumber upgrade. I'm being pretty greedy on the lumber right now, if I'm completely honest. But I think we can afford to do that. Like, we absolutely destroyed our creep wave. Wasn't a problem at all. Got 188. That's enough to upgrade into a Keeper of Souls, which gives 18% lifesteal. That's a really nice unit to have. And now the question is, do I want to get a steamroller? Or do I want to get a bunch more zombies? Because I kind of feel like I want to get more zombies. But I'm not 100% sure. Our lumber income is huge, which is really nice. We gotta get a little bit of gold so we can upgrade the chainsaw again. This is now at maximum. We can only get 7 of these. Butcher doesn't say it stacks? Oh, you're right, it doesn't. Ah, you know what? I don't really want to just stack one singular unit anyway. Because it's just not that interesting, right? I think it's going to be more fun to build more stuff. So let's build some more stuff. Okay. This wave is looking a little rough. The Butcher is hanging in there. Oh, I'm gonna leak. I think so, yeah. Damn. Everybody's leaking? That's not good. I'm gonna... No, I'm taking it easy. I don't think we'll die. And we can get some king upgrades anyway. No, I did leak. I did leak. I'm sorry. That's not good. That's not good. We don't like it. So, we can upgrade the king HP, upgrade the king damage. Right. So, we'll go ahead and do some of those. Just to make sure this isn't going to end up being too much a disaster. Get a little bit of healing as well. Ideally, we don't want to use Holy Light at all. It's maybe a bit optimistic. No, I think that's actually reasonable. We'll be fine. Hope enemy side is fine too. Yeah. Alright, we're hanging in there. Game continues. And because we upgraded a little bit of region, now we should not need to use the Holy Light. Because, you know, it's just going to be healing anyway. Okay. Got 118 gold. That is not much. And I'm not going to do anything. Alright, cool. Sick. Glad we figured that out. Yeah, you can see I can't upgrade this anymore. 250 gold. How much? This adds income 10... Oh, 250 lumber. Let's go and just send a Spooky Boy and a Whelp. Hey, I have a lot of lumber income. I might as well send them strong units. I guess we could probably fit another task, but it's fine. This round is boss round, and we are pretty good against those, I think. Yeah, see, it's not a problem at all. We can even upgrade our lumber again. I know I'm investing a lot into lumber upgrades, which, by the way, that's why my income is a bit lower. I have really high lumber upgrades, right? But the thing is that I am investing a lot into getting the lumber upgrades, which takes lumber, so I can increase my income. That's fine. Long term, that is going to work out. Because we're just gonna have more money. Alright, somebody leaked. I hope that my blood orc made that happen. You know, nice and fancy. Good. What's happening now is we're gonna have a duel round. Our team versus their team. Yeah. We'll see how that works out. We hope, of course, that we win. Because if we do, we get some extra money. But even if we don't, we'll be fine. Also, I am well ahead of everybody in lumber. That's great. Only Japo... No, Japo isn't keeping up either. Because the more expensive upgrade is the secondary, right? The 7-7. The first number is cheaper. The second number is much more expensive. So the fact that I'm at 7 while nobody else is there is huge. The second highest is 6. And only from one player. Everybody else is fairly behind. So I have way higher lumber income than anybody else. Alright, I think we might lose this. It's a bit disappointing, I have to say. But I think we'll be fine. So all that happens now is that our opponents get some gold. This doesn't actually make that much of a difference. Nothing to worry too much about. We get our 80 gold income. We have 300 gold. Let's build a steamroller. Do I build in frontline or backline? It has 180 attack range. I think it doesn't matter that much. I'm going to build it in the front because it's pretty tanky. Goblin Driver. The Goblin Driver will jump out of the tank before destruction. Okay. And we can upgrade it into an assault tank. Ooh, that's kind of expensive, but let's see. Maybe we can make that work. And I think it's also time to do a reroll. See what other units we can get. Maybe we can get a few more Dragon Knights down. I think the Dragon Knights are very good. But I don't know if I want to, like... I kind of want to build different units, you know? Okay. So here's our steamroller. Fortified armor, siege, attack type. So bad way for this actually, because you're kind of getting beaten up. So here's our Geomancer. Really, that's all we get? That's not very impressive. Okay. And now I'm even gonna leak. I am very disappointed by that unit. I really thought that my 300 gold unit was going to be more effective than that. Let's reroll into something else. Ixodril. Alright, that's the big tree that they just used against us. Where do you get AoE from? Not that many units have AoE. That's just not how the mode works. It just... AoE is pretty rare. Ooh, we're probably gonna need to use some healing here. Yeah, that's a big leak from our side. Yeah, I kind of hoped that my 300 gold unit was gonna be more powerful than that. But that its ability is just this tiny, shitty goblin that doesn't do anything, that's very disappointing. Admittedly, yes, you're right. This wave counters our unit. So maybe it would look a bit better. I'm gonna use the healing. Sorry, I'm not taking a risk here. That was dropping awfully low. Okay, you can see that now we get huge amount of gold from income. Okay, I'm gonna upgrade this because I already have him built. I might as well. I really think that this goblin driver thing is absolutely terrible. Just spawned this awful, tiny, useless unit. But maybe the upgraded one is better. Maybe it upgrades that unit as well. Let's hope. Okay. So we're at 122 income now. It is... I think you're right. The Steamroller has a very specific like attack and armor type, like Fortified and Siege. So this right here is Piercing, which deals 70% damage to Fortified. So these guys should actually do absolutely no damage to our Assault Tank here. Which maybe that's where it's gonna shine. Alright. But I'm still not super impressed, if I'm honest. It's just I have seen what these really expensive units can do. And usually they're a bit more impactful than this. There's one unit, this Hydra, that's just absolutely godlike. Yeah, this tank is just not that good. And out jumps this dude. So this is the upgraded version of it, but it's still just very mediocre. Alright. Oh no, we're leaking again. Alright, time to upgrade the king some more. I will not be able to get more lumber upgrades. But it's fine, we already have so much lumber that we are like building advantage just by time passing, right? Because we have more income every round than our opponents. So every round we're building a gold advantage. And more, very importantly as well is we are continuously increasing faster. So we're building that advantage quicker. On top of it, it's kind of like doubles up. Okay. Yeah, I hope we don't need to use a healing here. But we might need to. It's always a little difficult. I don't think we need to heal. It's a bit difficult to judge. Because as the king fights, you know, actually, wait. Hold it, hold it, hold it. He decreases the damage of the units attacking him by killing the units, right? Alright, cool, fine. Alright, we have 380 gold. Let's build this dude. Wait, what are you? Fortified armor magic attack. Alright, let's just build this dude. Ooh, 2 different upgrades. Tree of Knowledge or Tree of Life? I mean, I guess we build both eventually, right? Well, right now I don't have enough food. We gotta get more food. Yeah, I'm just gonna save up so I can hopefully upgrade one of these next turn. No, I'm just gonna build another tree and upgrade that into the separate path. Alright, Vipers. Magic attack. Alright, okay. Let's be optimistic. Maybe that'll work out. Tree's taking a lot of damage. But it's got some healing. Patch is really good against these big clusters. Because, you know, he reduces all of their damage. Yeah, we're not leaking this time. Good. Good. Oh shit, everybody else is leaking. And I felt so good about it. But I actually have a big army still alive. Like, a lot of my units survived, so we might be able to clear out a little bit of this before it gets there. Oh, the main priority is that the king doesn't need to use healing. We'll see. This is tricky again because they cluster up so nicely that it's gonna be difficult for our... like, our king will just be taking a lot of damage at the same time. Alright, we're upgrading the king. No, we don't need to heal here. I don't think so. No, we don't need to heal. Good. And we have 467 gold, which is quite a lot. Might even be enough to actually upgrade the chainsaw again. Okay. We built a Tree of Life. I have 290. Oh, I'm just gonna build another big fat tree. Oh, you better believe I'm just gonna build another tree. So we have Living Armor. Infuses the target hero structure with a protective coating, which heals the target and provides bonus armor. And Water of Life. Heals up to 6 nearby allies for 40 hit points every 4 seconds. When this unit dies, it heals up to 5 nearby allies for 150 hit points each. Sick stuff. Okay, just get more trees down. Just get more trees down. That's the entire plan. Sell the goblin. Ah, he's fine, whatever. We're not gonna sell him, we're gonna keep him around and keep complaining about him. If you guys knew the Hydras, dude, the Hydras are crazy strong. The goblin compared to those is just pathetic. These trees are sick. What if I just stack a bunch of those? Can they, like, heal each other? Wow. I'm very impressed by that tree. I'm gonna upgrade this. Alright, I didn't leak. I did not leak. Yep, the goblin is actually tanking. Being kept alive by the tree. Let's go. I mean, these guys are normal damage, so they deal... a normal attack type, so they deal less damage to our fortified armor type here. And to this dude as well. Now, the main problem I have right now is a lot of my... like, both my really high-end units are fortified, which is not ideal. It makes them vulnerable to the same stuff. But I suppose that's just how it is. Alright, their king is under attack this time. Well, their king, I don't think is as upgraded as ours. They're gonna need to heal. Oh! Oh, they didn't! They didn't have any heals anymore. Hey, we won. Alright then. Now, I'll be honest, like, I kind of would have liked to keep playing. It's actually a bit of a downside of this mode. Is that I want to just kind of, you know, like, you win, but you're like, no, I was having a good time. I want to kind of, like, keep going. You had 4 heals. And you just didn't do it. Well, that's on you. Anyway, that's Legion TD. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go play it. It's a really fun mode. It's a classic. It's one of those that's been around forever. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'll see you guys tomorrow.